Ms. Lawson, I would never do that. I'm making fun of myself. Oh, hi boys and girls. Welcome. We're filming. Hi. All right, so systems of equations, word problems, super easy. I know it looks ridiculous because they're word problems and it's, yeah, whatever. So the senior classes at High School A and High School B planned separate trips to the state fair. That's a fantastic story. Who cares? I don't care. Doesn't matter. Usually the first line or the first two lines are irrelevant, okay? So we're gonna start really paying attention to these problems when we start to have numbers involved. The senior class of High School A, so there's gonna be obviously two things because we're talking about two equations. So High School A rented and filled 12 vans and 6 buses with 366 students. And I realize that the sunlight is right here, but you know, it's okay. 12 vans and 6 buses with 366 students. That's what I'm writing. 12V plus 6B equals 366. Now, it's important, at least from my perspective, to make sure that you're using the letters for variables that represent what's actually happening. Because if you use X and Y, which there's nothing wrong with, but if you do that, you may have an issue later on when you're trying to solve for these things. And like, what if I just asked you how many kids were in one van? You know, if you don't use the naming convention right or the letter convention right, you might make a mistake if you use X and Y. So just use the first letter of the first thing that they're talking about. Second equation is High School B rented and filled 4 vans and 10 buses with 514 students. So then it says each van and bus carried the same number of students. Of course they did. How many students can a van carry? How many students can a bus carry? So I'm actually trying to solve for, in this case, V and for B. So it's a system. Now I'm looking for opposites. I don't see any. But I could very easily make this look like negative 12V, which I'm going to end up doing. So I'm going to multiply the entire equation by negative 3, which will give me negative 12V minus 30B. And that's going to equal, whoa, that's a big number. It's going to be about 1542 negative style, but I just want to make sure because it's at the end of the day and I'm a little bit tired. Negative 1542. Man, I love being me. Okay? And then I'm going to rewrite the top equation just so I don't make a silly mistake. Okay? This eliminates, which is, by the way, why we use the elimination method, okay? Because it's eliminating, right? Negative 30 plus 6 is negative 24b. And that's going to equal, now this one I need a calculator for. 1542 minus 366 is a negative 1176. Then I'm going to divide by negative 24 on both sides. These numbers are huge. This is right. This would be really bad if it was wrong. 49. So B equals 49. Now think about that for a second. That's a bus, right? So a bus typically would hold about 40 kids, 50 kids or so. So that's a good number. Now I want to find out how many kids will be in a van. So I'm going to multiply, or I'm going to substitute 49 in for B up here. So 12V plus 49 times 6, 294. And that's going to equal 366. Two-step equation, subtract 294 on both sides. And I'm going to get 12V equals 117. Divide by 12 on both sides. Sorry, my brain stopped working. Divide that by 12 on both sides. Ooh, something is wrong because this is not 117. 366 minus 294. Hello, 72. I don't know why no one stopped me. How come no one stopped me? Yeah? Yeah. Divide by 12 on both sides and V equals 6. So that's my answer. So how many students did a van carry? 6 kids. And how many students did a bus carry? That's 49. All right. I'm going to give you another one to work on your own. And I will post the answers so you can check your work as soon as this erases, which is taking a long time. Okay. Go ahead and pause me. Try this one on your own, and then I will put the answer on the board. Okay? Ted and Bill, or like I like to call them, Bill and Ted. Yeah? No? No? Maybe not. All right, hopefully you had a chance to pause me. They're talking about hostas and pots of ivy. I don't know what either of those things are. Probably flowers. So each hosta is $4 and one pot of ivy is 11. The setup here is 6H plus 8I equals 112. and 2h plus 14I equals 162. Okay? And again, kind of like the last problem, multiply the bottom equation by -3.